Welcome to Candid Conversations with the Grand Canyons. I am your co-host, Karen Canyon, comedian Simply Nat. No, ain't your side piece, Emma. Sometimes I am, though.
Yeah, you my side
Sometimes
piece,
I
my
like to
main
be
piece.
your.
Yeah.
You better be your only piece up in here. How y'all doing tonight?
Plus, you done got your hair done. You a side piece now.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Welcome. I am sitting alongside the handsome, the intelligent, the donkey butt when he get on my nerves. No, you is a donkey butt when you get on my nerves. With your fine self, Coach Ken. How you doing, sir?
I'm doing great. I'm a donkey butt, a.k.a. asshole. So, I'm great. Good. A.k.a. asshole, a.k.a. the professor, a.k.a. the doctor, a.k.a. Coach Ken.
Coach Ken.
Glad to be here with you tonight on this Thursday evening.
Yes,
And I noticed last week you had that hair. And you still have it.
I still have it. I'll have
Cost
it for
me
a
enough
couple.
money.
I'll have it for a few more weeks.
You gonna wear that shit till winter of next year. Listen, cost enough money till winter. I'm just saying. I'm like, it costs what? Hey, that's all I can say.
And I told him, I said, but babe, this human hair, he was like, you better go
Human
find
hair?
a
Do
horse.
they have fake horse head hair? Shit. Okay, but anyway, you look good, baby. That's all that matters to me. All right, what we got tonight?
So last week's show was really good. Last week's show.
But hold on, baby. Do you mind if I tell them
the
I do our
sponsor.
normal stuff?
I'm sorry.
First of all, welcome to the channel. I'd love for you to subscribe because if I don't say this, there's somebody behind the camera that's going to write it on a board, and that board is going to be full of writing unless I say it. So this is what I'm going to say. Thank you for subscribing to the channel. If you're not subscribing, we appreciate you. We are up to almost 205,000 subscribers. Almost up to 206,000 subscribers.
Very good.
Okay, and click the notification bell so when we drop a video, you'll be notified instantly. And last but not least, our pocket communication coach is growing. PCC is growing like crazy. It is the first AI-driven communication software that help people, couples, individuals, learn how to communicate more effectively. And if you're interested in that, I want you to go to pocketcommunicationcoach.com. The truth is, most people are poor communicators. They think they're good because they're willing to say it, but they're not effective.
Mm-hmm.
So let us help you be effective. All right. Now you can jump back in.
I know, because with communication, a lot of times people go for being right when you just really want change.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so if that can help, go for it. We have a letter today. No, we have to talk about last week. We have to talk about last week.
Oh,
the topic for last week.
Last week, me and you had a couple of differences.
Yes, we did.
And we had a couple of differences about, what it is we were talking about.
Mm-hmm.
And I just felt like, we were talking about getting rid of the pictures and jealous of the ex and all of that. But it was a deep conversation. The letter, there was no right or wrong. To me, there's no right or wrong.
I don't think it's a right or wrong with that either.
But it's visceral though. People feel it. You feel that one.
Mm-hmm.
So go back and watch it, y'all, if you didn't get a chance to watch it. But I shouldn't be jealous of my ex and all that. Okay?
Why you have to bite your lip?
Did it look sexy?
Mm-hmm.
I got these braces on.
And I'm hungry too.
See, it only looks sexy because you hungry.
Yeah, I ain't ate. I get hungry, boy. Take me in the grocery store.
But y'all don't know this about my wife, but we be in a grocery store, she be scooting up next to me, rubbing on me.
You should take me to
and then I realized, she only does that when she get hungry. I was like, you hungry, ain't you? She's like, yeah, are we going anywhere? I'm like, okay. I'm just saying.
That's why you make me wait so late to eat.
Yeah, because it might not last long. Okay, I'm sorry.
Me or you? Ooh. Okay. Oui, oui. Ha ha. Poo poo. I forgot I wasn't supposed to do that. Okay. Letter. Dear Ken, I have been single for well over 15 years.
Okay.
I am a man who enjoyed being single.
Mm-hmm.
I have a lot of female friends who I hang out with, and they know most of my dirt. Now I'm ready to slow down and get into a relationship. I actually think that I'm in love, but with my best friend. She's everything a man could want in a woman. She's smart, compassionate, she can cook, and she is fine. How do I let her know that I am serious? And how do I pursue her without damaging our friendship?
Okay. So I have a couple of questions, and you may not have the answer.
Okay.
How did he all of a sudden just begin looking at her that way?
I don't
Or has
think
he
it was.
always
I don't think
looked
it
at
was
her?
all of a sudden. I'll just say this. I know a couple who were friends for like a really long time. She shared her relationship ups and downs with him. He would listen to her cry about men. She knew that he was in the streets and that he was in the streets hard.
Okay.
And then just one day he was looking at her and he said that he looked at her different. Like she wasn't his buddy, his pal. Like he noticed she's cute. And as time went on, he was like, dang, she's really thoughtful. You know, everything he ever wanted in a spouse, and he didn't think spouse at the time, they ended up getting married, but everything he ever wanted in a woman was there. And he said it just one day, it's like his eyes opened up and he saw her differently.
Okay. This is a tricky one.
This is tricky.
Here's why it's tricky. It's tricky because to get to another dynamic of a relationship, you have to risk the other dynamic of the relationship. Notice what I just said. Once you become friends, you're friends, it's established. But if you want to take it to more than friends, you have to risk the friendship. Because when everything, let me go to the way the mind works. The mind in psychology, the mind does not operate in words like we think it does. The mind operates in pictures. So whenever somebody says something to you about another person, what your brain tries to do is create a picture. Oh, that's such and such. Oh, it creates pictures. So here's the thing. I've got a picture of you in my mind, and that's as a friend that is a certain way. Now you're asking me to change the picture, or you're wanting to change the picture.
You got to reframe.
You got to reprogram or recondition a new picture. Now, right. So it's not as easy as it just sounds. But because once we create the new picture of us, I'm going to disregard the old picture of us. You can never go back to what we used to
Oh, so you can't dibble and then be like, we're better off as just friends.
be. Right. Now you can be friends again. It could never go back to where
The dynamic of the friendship.
Then you would have to start anew, create a new friendship.
So you have to create a new picture in
You
your
have to
head.
create a new picture again.
Oh. So do you think it would be worth him trying it?
It depends. See, here's the question he has to ask himself. If I try this, am I willing to lose that? You see what I'm saying? Am I willing to lose all that we built from the friendship? Okay? All that we built, my girl, my dog. But if you look at this woman, and I'm going to tell whoever wrote this, if you're looking at this woman and say this to yourself, that woman is worth me risking everything that we've had to be more, then absolutely.
Do you think if he shoots his shot and she knocks him down, do you think that would change the friendship?
I think it would take some time to get back to it, but it won't change it completely. Because, you don't like me. Because, see, both of them could rationalize in their mind that was just a fleeting moment in time. Both of them could rationalize that, you were just lonely or whatever. and then they could reconvene after a minute. They could both rationalize, because you would have, they
Because
would
it
have
would
to.
seem like that would get weird to me. Like
That's why I said you would have to
like
rationalize.
if I had a guy friend and I found out that he was interested in me in a different way, it would change. I wouldn't pick up his calls as often.
But what if he said, "Girl, I was just drunk. I was just out of my mind for a minute. I know you my dog." See, notice how he's rationalizing. And if your mind could accept the rationalization of it, then you could go back. It would take some time, but the picture ain't far off. Notice what I'm saying? But if we indulge in a whole relationship or we try to get there, then that picture, we repainting the painting. We're starting over on the painting.
So let's just say he says, "Okay, I do want to risk it all."
Okay.
What steps? How do you go from being like really, really good friends to trying to pursue somebody in a relationship?
Okay. So now let me give you the education from the coach.
Okay.
But why don't you ask the audience first, what would they do before I give that to you?
What would you do, audience? What would I get so caught up in the conversation talking to
you?
You
done missed your cue from the
know,
producer.
I
You done
ain't
missed
seen
your
nothing.
cue.
I ain't seen nothing. What would you do? What would you do if you were friends with someone, you were really, really good friends with someone, and they wanted to pursue a relationship inside that friendship? Would you risk it all and say yes? Or would you say, no, I'd rather be friends? I'd like to hear your thoughts or what you would do. Or if this has ever happened to you, you know, what the result was.
So Taylor, I'm going to ask you. Taylor said, don't ask me shit.
Come on, go with. You was about to give us the doggone.
I'm about to. But Taylor said, don't ask me that. I ain't both of them like, oh, don't ask me shit. All right. So allow me to give you the only way that this could work.
Okay.
Number one, the first thing you would have to do is you would have to be willing to change certain behaviors for real. See, because think about it. If they've seen you as the dude, you their buddy, they know your secrets, they know everything. They like how you do anything. But you would have, the first thing you have to do is tell them your end result, your end goal. For instance, I would come to you and say, look, we've been friends for a long time. And honestly, you're a good woman. And damn, one day I just woke up and realized that everything I've been looking for is in you. You have to say exactly what you desire of how you would like to end up. And then you tell the person, here's what I'd like to do. I'd like to see if we could see where this might go. I'm willing to do the behaviors or whatever and what you're willing to do. Why would you tell the person up front what you're willing to do? Because the other person knows you. They know you know everything. If you put everything on the table, this is called the objective resolution method. Because in the person's mind, they already got some objections. Fool, nigga, I know how you be out here slamming these hoes. I know. See, in their mind, they already know. I know the lies you done told. I've been with you. So, but if I tell you, I said, listen, I woke up one day and I thought about this. And I realized that you might be the woman of my dreams. And yes, you know my past. You know the stuff, the dirt I've done, the lies I've told. You know all of that. Notice what I'm doing. I'm already taking the objection that's in your mind and I'm putting it out front. But here's what I want to do. Now I'm validating it. Here's what I want to do. I'd like to see where this goes. I want to be all in. I want to be all in. I want to change my behavior. I want to do these things. And look, let's see where it goes. So you have to, number one, tell the person where you want to end up. And then tell the person what you're willing to do to end up there. Does that make sense?
That.
Okay, now, the other person has never seen you that way. Oh, or maybe they have. Or maybe they think, no, you a dog, you this and that. But then what you do is, by doing that, is you open up the dialogue. Because do you know what most people do, Nat? They feel it, but they'll never see it. In fear that, dang, I might lose this. I might lose that. They don't ever say what it is they're thinking. Well, so what I'm saying is, be willing to say it first. And then after you say it, after you have the conversation, because if you if you mess up on this and do it and it don't work out, you may never get it back. May never be. That's why I say you got to risk it, because you can never go back. You won't. You almost never are able to go back to the friends you once were. So what's your thoughts on that?
So how would one reject that then?
Oh,
So let's just say I'm the other person,
okay.
and you come to me and you say, hey, I yada yada yada, da dee da da. Went
What
to the
the hell
PCC.
is yada 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 and dot
Listen, listen. You know what I'm saying. I'm saying what I'm saying.
I don't know what
I done went to the PCC. I done got the right words. I'm coming to you. How do I reject that invitation and not damage the friendship?
I'll tell you exactly how. You say to the person this. Let me say this to you. I love the relationship we have. I love you as a person. I love everything about you. And we've experienced some moments, and that has meant a lot to me. Matter of fact, I wouldn't want our relationship any other way. And to explore another part of that, it would be difficult for me, because I would not want to risk losing what I have.
I like that.
Now, the other person may not like it, but they will respect it.
I was going to say, but they would have to respect that.
Right. They'll respect that.
I like that.
That's how. So listen, all of this stuff, if you go to the Pocket Communication Coach, all of these answers are in there. All of them are in there.
It is. I'm finding, as my more mature brothers and sisters, it is harder for them to date in this and now in the times now. It's harder for them to, and I just don't know how he would, if he's ready to date. He's ready, like he's been out there in the world. He's ready to date, but he wants to date this one person. And so I'm anxious to see. I hope he writes back.
I told him how to do it.
I hope he writes back and lets us know, if it worked, if he did it. Because I'm really anxious to see how that works out for him. I wouldn't want. Would you like to date one of your friends? I mean, I'm saying if we weren't.
No.
Like I don't.
No,
think
because I don't see them that way. I don't see any of my friends or any woman that I was friends with ever, platonic, not dating. No.
I don't.
But
I'm about like I don't think I would be willing to risk if we were really good friends. I don't think I'd be willing to risk.
See, here's the thing.
Friendship.
It depends on how you got there. Now, this part I'm going to add a little something to it.
That's because okay.
A woman, if you end up in the friend category, if with a woman, say you end up in the friend category, she ain't attracted to you. She pretty much ain't attracted to your ass. Your ass end up in the friend category where strictly that's when they say shit like this. That's my brother. That's my brother. She ain't attracted to you at all. I mean, she might like you, that's my partner, but she does that. That's my brother. No, not get my brother. She just ain't attracted to you. That's how you end up in the friend zone. It just is. See, a dude, you can end up in the friend zone and still get dealt with. And still get dealt with. Okay. Oh, sorry. Okay. Cut. Oh, sorry. Oh, okay. Okay. Hey, why you so quiet?
What do you think, guys? I'm lost right now. You say if a woman friend zones you, she's not attracted to you. If a man friend zones you, you just friend zone.
He'll
He
still
will
bust you.
poke and
He will still, you'll get dealt with, you still poke, but you don't get no relationship out of it. Most women ain't gonna even give up the goods, if they put you in the friend zone. They befriend you. You my brother, most of them ain't. Sometimes they will, but most of them ain't. But a dude, you be like, that's my sister.
bam.
And that mug have his sister bent over a yellow bus outside. He have his sister. You inside the bus on one of them chairs, over the bench chair, the yellow bus.
No.
Oh, okay. Man, you ain't never did it, but I'm just saying.
A school bus.
I'm just saying.
Let me grab one of these
lying.
cards.
Our
time has expired for today. It really has. I don't know if he's sleepy.
I ain't had a laugh like that in a minute.
I don't know if he's sleepy. I ain't really
hold
sure.
the game.
I don't even know what I'm doing there because he done threw me. He got me throwed off. This is our card game, The Moment of Truth. This is the original version. And this is the sex version. This card game is so much fun. A lot of colleges have already gone on spring break, but great spring break, summer fun. This girlfriends,
hot girl summer,
hot girl summer, girl and boy. Yeah, you just got me throwed off with that right there. I don't even know what I'm saying right now. Girl and boy, boy and girl. I don't know why he just did that just a minute ago, but I am throwed off, guys. But make sure you order the, I was going to say
combo
pocket.
pack.
Yeah, thank you.
Order the combo pack of the cards. We ship those out every week, y'all.
Brother got me throwed off.
Why I throw y'all, baby? I ain't mean to.
Okay, we've done that one.
I mean, we on 62 episodes, I think. 62, 63, something like that. But we don't use a lot of those cards. Let's just do one. I'm just thinking.
Don't think.
Okay. I'm just thinking.
Okay. Your boo accepts a lead role where he or she will act out sexual scenes with tongue, kissing, and nudity. Okay. You would do nothing. It's their job. B, ask him, her to pass up the role. C, break up if they continue. D, allow them to do this one time.
So it's your job?
It's my job.
Because you're an actress.
Yeah.
And, I mean, well, so you got to kiss him, mouth.
Show a little breastises.
How much is the check? How much the check? If the check is big, baby, let's just, as long as they get tested beforehand, like test it, test it.
Audience, what would you do? Your boo accepts a lead role where he or she will act out sexual scenes with tongue, kissing, and nudity. You would A, do nothing. It's their job. B, ask him or her to pass up the role. C, break up if he or she continues. Or D, allow them to do it this one time.
It depends on how big. Put in there, how big is the check? How big is the check? If the check big enough, go ahead, girl. I'm right here on the set. Go ahead. Do your thing.
You wouldn't mind?
If the check big enough, no. What about me? What about you? What about you? If it were me, but look, hey, if my joint were boned up and I'm ready to
Guys,
roll.
thank you so much for joining us this evening.
Hold on, you ain't answered the question. You ain't answered the question. What if I go out that boy on ready?
You guys have a wonderful weekend. Thank you for joining us on another Thursday.
Hold on. I gotta tell about the sponsor.
Okay, who is the sponsor? Because you done went, boy. What would you guys do though? I think I would.
What would you say?
It depends. It just
depends on the size of the check.
No, it depends on who you had to kiss, or it depends on what you had to do. How much?
What if it was somebody like Tony Braxton? I know what you about to say. You know, Tony, I used to have a crush on Tony. And then, until I found out her and Birdman was dating.
I was
It
going to say,
over.
you know she was Birdman, right?
I changed my mind. But I used to have a crush on Paula Abdul, remember?
Yeah.
What about Tupac? You had your little celebrity crush on Tupac. Oh, all of a sudden your ass speechless.
How do you want it?
Oh, really? Okay.
Would you let me kiss Tupac?
How big is the check?
A big check.
Yeah.
You let me put my boob on his back?
Yes. Keep him warm. Keep that nigga warm. That's all I gotta say. Keep him warm. Hey, y'all, listen. This show has been sponsored by the Pocket Communication Coach. When you need to communicate, when you need to find the words to say what it is you want to say, Pocket Communication Coach can do it. Go to pocketcommunicationcoach.com. The first and only AI-powered communication software developed by well-renowned coaches, communication coaches, a.k.a. Coach Ken and others. All right, y'all. Y'all be good. Until next time.
Have a super duper fantastic Thursday evening, and we are